Listen, I struggled with dyslexia all my life. I was ashamed of it for a long time, and now I get awards for it.
We've been talking about Simone Biles all week and the reaction to her pulling out of the Olympic events, fans having to, decide whether they support Simone, and thankfully most are supporting, and others are attacking her. What does this mean, though, for Simone as far as her financial future?
Yeah,
endorsements. A lot of companies have stuck by her, but then the point becomes, because she didn't perform in these events, what does that mean going forward? Especially because when you're doing gymnastics, the Olympics is the biggest platform. Now that's passed. So what does the future hold? Well, when we're talking big money, we got to bring in our buddy Daymond John from Shark Tank, who helps us follow the money every week. Daymond, welcome back, man.
Hey, Daymond.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm fascinated by this. I mean, she is one of the great athletes in Olympic history. Probably the greatest gymnast ever, but it got in her head and she quit. So what does this do endorsement-wise?
I think this is a great, example of her showing that she's human. We know that Michael Phelps went through similar things. Naomi Osaka's going through similar things, and a lot of stress on these athletes. But, companies need to define themselves as good corporate citizens, and this is going to live long on after the Olympics, because think about it, every one of us right now, who cannot relate with not having anxiety or various things? I mean, I'm doing really good. I'm down from 5 anxiety attacks to 2 today. This is something that everybody can relate to.
It's true. Everyone can relate. Consumers certainly have her back. But if you're the companies, you're not going to get a chance to see her perform until the next international competition or national competition. How does that play out for the companies?
There's so much more content to make out of her now, showing that she's human, showing that she's relatable, showing that a company did not leave her, leave her standing alone, and that they are concerned and care about the people that they work with, as well as the people that support them. That we all have these issues, and it's okay to not be okay. Listen, I struggled with dyslexia all my life. I was ashamed of it for a long time, and now I get awards for it because I'm able to talk about that. Sometimes people want me to talk about that more than they want me to talk about Shark Tank and other things. So I think this makes her extremely relatable, and I think this makes a company look good, because they're saying we don't only care about people when they're on top. We care about people when they're going through struggles, and we're going to address this because we're all human.
I agree with you, right. But the media and the game. And the game is that, it's like, you look at one shiny object and then something else happens, and that all goes into the recesses. So in 5 months, when this isn't front and center, the endorsements she gets typically have to do with athletic accomplishments. She undeniably has those. But does the incident at the Olympics, does that in any way make it go sideways?
And Harvey, also because you have Suni Lee, who actually, did perform and won gold.
Yeah.
So does that take, I don't want to put, I'm not pitting them against each other, but I feel like corporate sponsors may end up doing that.
I think this is beneficial for everybody involved. I think that some of her sponsors are not necessarily about being great gymnasts. Some of her sponsors are Oreo. She's still going to go on and compete. I doubt that she's going to just stop doing that right now. So I think that this is a way to have more of a conversation than just the gymnast physical side. This is the mental side. And I think the other young lady who stepped up and represented America and represented everybody so great with Simone cheering her on. I think she's also going to get sponsors, because if Simone is sponsored by Delta, well, America needs somebody. Well, US Air or whoever else are around, United. I'm not sure, but there's more than enough room. She cleared the deck to let other people get this acknowledgement. I think that's great. That's a whole story itself.
So let's pivot for a second, because you've got something really interesting. I'm fascinated by
you were talking earlier about
success stories like this.
Right. I mean, things people want to hear from you, Daymond. And I think this story that you're telling on Audible is definitely one of them.
I got to tell you guys, I'm excited about this. It's called Founding FUBU. This shows the ups and downs of my life, starting and creating a global brand, but all the failures, the times that I did want to quit, the same as Simone, and my partners didn't let me. But it's crazy stories, almost getting knocked out by Mike Tyson, dealing with the Yakuza out in Japan. The first luxurious thing I bought, I'm going to give you a spoiler. It was a Lexus, and I had the 80 disc CD changer in the back, and I would sit it outside. I would sit it outside with the trunk open. I wanted the ladies to see that I had 80 CDs, baby. So all the crazy things that I've never spoken about. You know, I want people to take that journey with me, but more importantly, know my failures and know those successes. And so many people are going to relate to it and say, wow, I did not know I'm going through the same crap now. And I'm really fortunate to do this. No book is out. It's just on Audible. It's an Audible original. This is the only place you can find it. And we're having a blast with this thing.
Fantastic.
That's great. By the way, I had a 10 CD changer in my trunk, which is for me on the same level. It's about
You punks are too young. I'm not hearing 8 tracks by any of you guys.
Yeah. Well, Arvin, did you have you probably had the little wing, the thing with the TV, the wing on the back of the car. Did you ever have that one?
Okay, Daymond, enough.
All right, good talking to you, man.
It really sounds great. I can't wait.
Thank you, guys.
What's up? Now, it's the Shark Daymond John here, and if you're already here, I already know you're dedicated to bettering yourself and learning as much as you can. To learn even more, subscribe to my channel and make sure that you don't miss any of these valuable videos, and I will see you next time.